guys, I'm Aussie Villa. Welcome to episode 36 of Raise the Holte, our bid for world domination with Aston Villa. And today we're going away to Manchester United and then away to Legia Warsaw in the Europa League as well. Now, since last episode where we got a bit of a hiding by Arsenal and then got our Europa League campaign underway with 3 points at home to Rio Ave, 2 games and a bit of a mixed result. We had Watford in the league, and now there's 3 games in the league now without a win. I don't know what to say about this one. We just couldn't break them down. Labudovic rescued a point for us in the 90th minute. You can see both teams had lots of shots, but there was just, I don't know, neither team could really look like scoring. I was actually really worried when they scored because I wasn't sure we were going to be able to get a goal back. But yeah, so it was okay in the end. And then we played Huddersfield in the Carabao Cup. Now, if you haven't seen how the kids got on last episode, the one sneaky one yesterday, go and have a look at it because they only went and won 3-0. McGinn and Cochrane with wonder strikes and Harry Thomas with a wonder scrambled goal. It was the best scrambled goal you'll see this season. But you can see, did really, really well. As I said, Thomas on debut got a goal. Lee Hendry on debut got man of the match with 2 assists. And Gaz Mosley on debut rescued us a few times as well. So it was a really, really good performance. Nick Roberts got injured and Bryan Carless. What he did is he just led the line, made the space for the others. Selfless performance, Bryan. I was really, really happy for you. McGinn got himself sent off as well, which didn't help, but we hung on and actually added a goal after that red card. So that is how we got on there. You'll notice in the 4th round we were at home to Manchester City, guys. So we'll go again with the kids, but no real expectations there. Now, if you have a look at the league table, just the 1 game in the league, and you can see, despite a really good start, the last 3 games only picking up 1 point from 9, it's starting to hurt us a little bit, and if we don't go and pick up points against Manchester United today, there could just be a little bit of a gap opening up to that top 4, and although the board wants top half, I think having got Europa League last year, sort of the logical step this year is to try and push into that top 4, so it's a big game, and it's not an easy one either, but we do need to get back onto a little bit of form in the league. Now, this is a team we're sending out. We're trying to play on the counter-attack here because we're playing against the Mourinho team. We haven't been defending particularly well. We've worked on that in training, but we'll see how we go here. So it's Labudovic in goal. It's Target, AR, Chambers, and Bree as the back 4. Tonelli in front of the screening the defence with Cochrane and Grealish ahead of him. Markovic and Marin, they provide the width for Jumpy. Jumpy has done really, really well playing in this deep-lying playmaker role in this formation, so I'm hoping for more of the same from him. What Jumpy hasn't done well is pretty much anything this season. So hopefully, yeah, he'll pick up his form a little bit here and we can get a result. What do we say here? We've got nothing to lose. Show what we're capable of. I like that. Let's just keep it calm, boys. Keep the faith. We'll send them out there. And yeah, I don't know what to expect here. The problem we have is that Manchester United's team is really, really good on paper. So, I mean, Dybala's injured, so that does help us a little bit, but Batshuayi's not bad, is it? They're going to try and counter-attack us, so we're going to try and do the same to them. Hopefully just a kick-off highlight here and nothing more. Good block from Matty Target there. So that's kind of, yeah, we'll try and make it difficult for them. Try and out Mourinho. To be honest, away from home here, if we can pick up a point, we pick up a point. I'm okay with that. We just need to get back on track in the league here. Jumpy, yeah, can't quite win that. Ball comes in. They've picked up Chiesa there. What we might... that is just ridiculously unlucky. I mean, that's a Benny Hill comedy goal, isn't it? That was... If you didn't see that the first time, what we are going to do, just based off this, is we're going to go and tell our fullbacks to mark their wingbacks. There's a little bit too much space there, but look at this. The clearance straight into, is that Bree or is that, yeah, it is Bree. Bree just seems to get himself in the wrong place very, very often. He's a bit of a comedy defender in that case. He's really good going forward, but I have concerns over right back right now. Gumney, he did well against Huddersfield if you watched the game against Huddersfield, but he seems to get caught out a lot defensively, Bree. But and Gumney had just been poor in general. Alright, can we come straight back at them here? Or are we going to find ourselves 2-0 down in 2 minutes? There's a good ball from Marin. Can he pick out Junpi? He can. Junpi. Now, you know what might have happened here? We still have extended highlights from the Huddersfield game. Oh, don't do that. We need to sort of pull our fingers out a little bit here. Let's give it a show some passion. Ayaz not had a good start. He looks like he's got the blame for that goal. I mean, you clear the ball. It's one of those, isn't it? I mean, It's just unlucky. It's scrappy. It doesn't look great, but I don't really know. Maybe if there are people that have played football at a high level or have coached at a high level would tell me there's something you can do about it, but I think it was just a little bit unlucky. You clear the ball like that. I don't think anybody was particularly out of position. It's just one of those things. We have recovered okay from that early goal, but they're at it again here, aren't they? I don't really know how to... I mean, I can see that they're getting too much time. Do we play a higher line maybe? They haven't really gone in behind us, but is that because we haven't been letting them? Work to do from the corner here. Get that away. Oh. It's just bouncing around. It's bouncing around and we can't clear it. I don't think we're telling them to play out of defence, are we? No, we're just clearing it to the flanks. Livakovic goes early. It's not over the line. I know it's not over the line because it never is. Yeah, it's such a shame there to go behind like that so early on. All right, another corner. Oh, it's... I'll tell them to show some passion. Yeah, we're just struggling a little bit in the league right now, aren't we? It's just a good header. He's just beaten him in the air. Who is that? Chambers. See, Chambers should know better. The reason I kind of went away from the tactic we had been using that had been doing really well was just because we haven't looked good defensively. So I was trying to be a little bit more solid. Let's maybe try and be a bit more positive here, perhaps. Not invite them onto us so much. I mean, in a way, playing on the counter-attack, you're relying on your defence to be solid. We're certainly not that right now. This is just not happening, is it? Alright, let's try and be a little bit more sensible with our passing. Do we be more disciplined, perhaps? And I mean, it doesn't really matter now, does it? Oh, it's the second episode in a row, really. If we take out the Huddersfield one, that's just gone wrong. AR hasn't been playing well. Just get to half time and have a scream at them, get all our frustration out and see if we can do anything in the second half. So aggressive. That was absolutely terrible. We'll tell Jumpy there's more to come. We don't want to tell him he's crap twice. What do we do? Do we stick or twist here? I mean, that's not working, is it? So let's go to back. We'll take Jumpy off because he's rubbish, basically. I do like Jumpy, generally speaking, but he is just... Actually, you know what I should have done there? Played him as a... what can we do here? Send Cochrane box to box. Let's maybe go a solid 3 in midfield and just look to send Grealish forward as a playmaker. Alright, there we go. Let's see if this has any better luck. Just a goal, a shot on target, a highlight. Something would be nice. It looks like we'll be working on defence and training again. They're looking complacent, so you never know. You never know. AR is just having a poor game, isn't he? We might need to bring on Holgate for him. Grealish is now having a poor game as well. Unfortunately, I can't sub everybody that's having bad games. We'll run out of subs. Here's Marin. Can he get a shot away? Marin! Oh, just off the post. That's positive signs, though, isn't it? We're looking motivated, which is good. We've definitely been better this half. So, I mean, should I have just played like this from the start? It's one of those, if we're defending badly and you play on the counter-attack, does it just kind of highlight the fact you're defending badly because you were inviting them onto us? So maybe in hindsight I shouldn't have done that. Here's a chance though, Markovic for Grealish! Oh, one back! There we go. Can we fire up and just keep going here? Can we get 4 second half goals? Unlikely, but you never know. Let's give this a demand more now. It was a nicely worked goal, actually, wasn't it? Cochrane there. It's a good ball to find Markovic in behind and squared beautifully. Grealish has kind of stolen a goal from Borja there, I think, but that's all right. We don't care who gets them as long as we get them. It's kind of AR's looking anxious, but Matt Rennie's improving a little bit here. Let's give it a get creative when we can and just see if we can get a second one now, then it is game on, isn't it? It really is. There's a ball from Marin. It's not quite there. Couldn't quite find the target, and now we find ourselves retreating. Let's get man in the middle. Oh, we've just nowhere near him. We're nowhere near him. That was AR again, wasn't it? I should have taken him off. We didn't, and we've paid the price there. Oh, that was a little bit unlucky. We've been done on the counter-attack. Now, who was it Chambers or was it Bree? Who didn't go? Yeah, it was Chambers. It just left him. Just left him alone. You got to stay with your man there, mate. Borja, that headed clear. We can't quite get to it though. We're all at sea. We look horrible defensively, don't we? We really don't look good. Okay, so another ball in, just hacked clear. That's all right. Okay, so Borja has this now. What can he do? He's all alone. He's got to try and hold this up. He does really well. Marin's there for support. Look at Markovic at the back post. Marin, go yourself. He can slide a pass through. Cochrane, can he slide a pass through? This is a nice move. Can we get a goal at the end of it? It's back post from Marin. It's just allowed offside. Oh, that would have been a goal of the season contender. It was such a well-worked move. Was he actually offside? That's not really where you pick offside. I don't know if he was offside there. Oh, that's really disappointing. That would have been a really good goal. Something to salvage from the game. What do we say here? Let's just get creative again, boys. Just get creative. Is there anything we want to do? I don't think so. There's not much time left in the game. Yeah, sorry guys. It's a little bit better than Arsenal in that we scored a goal. But defense is definitely a problem, isn't it? We did look better that second half, though. We tied. Did we tie the second half? Yeah. So something to take from it, I guess. I'm far from pleased with that, though. I mean, AR he's been one of our most consistent players. That goal difference is starting to look a bit rough too, isn't it? Which isn't great. Anyway, guys, wait right there. We will be back for the Europa League and hopefully a decent result anyway. Okay, welcome back, and let's hope we can get a better result here. We're going away to Legia Warsaw. Now, they did lose their first game against Valencia, so this would be an important game to win, really, wouldn't it? Or at least get a draw to make sure that, we're not losing touch with Valencia here. So let's have a look at the team we're sending out. We're going back to the Europa League formation, of course. So it's Livakovic in goal, Coetzee, Roshan Williams, and Holgate as a defence. Gumni goes down the right, Mobida down the left, Doyle Hayes and McGinn in midfield with Abdul Rahman in behind Botheim and Bryan Carless. So here we go, we can see the way they're lining up. Hopefully we'll match up okay against them. I mean, I've had some time to think about the Man United game, and really, we've lost 3 games out of 4 in the Premier League. But what we've lost to, what was it? City, Liverpool, City, Arsenal, and Manchester United. So it's not the worst. If you're going to lose to those teams, they're not the horrible teams. We say go out there and impress me, probably. It's the manner of the defeats, I think, isn't it? I mean, we got absolutely pounded by Arsenal, although they were kind of shooting from anywhere and they were all going in. You know, Manchester City's a good team, and then I mean, we all saw the Manchester United game. It wasn't great, was it? Defensively, we just looked all at sea. We haven't had too much time in between games to sort of work on our defence, but what sessions we did have been we've been working on defence. And the next 2 weeks there's an international break coming up, so that'll be all defensive work in that time, and then hopefully we'll see an improvement. And our fixtures should soften up a little bit now as well, now that we've got most of those sort of big teams out of the way. I think we have Everton, who are sitting 5th in the league right now, but outside of that, as I said, it should soften up a little bit for us now. But yeah, we'll just have to see on that one. This is important to bounce back though now, isn't it? We did it last episode where we got a good result against Rio Ave. Now we need to make sure that we do the same thing here. I mean, the squad rotation, ideally I wouldn't like to do it, but it's necessary because we have too many games. The players are going to get burnt out and injured. So this, I think, will work in the long run. It's just a matter of letting the players that play in this formation get used to each other, used to the formation. And we did well, I thought, against Rio Ave. Now we just need to make sure we back it up here. Here's a chance from a set piece. Abdulrahman, back post! Oh, Sean Williams. That was a really, really good opportunity. He's got to do better than that, doesn't he? He's got to do better. Let's give it a get creative. We can see here, he's still young, but you can see physically he's really, really good. Just technically he needs to come along a little bit. But I think playing him will help that. He did play on loan in the Championship. Valencia's absolutely spanking Rio Ave. Look at that. He did play in the Championship. What am I praising them for? I clicked the wrong thing there. Damn it. Last year he did okay. I think it was Oxford United were in the Championship. So they got relegated, but he himself didn't do too badly. I'm going to have to... What do I say to this? I'm going to have to be aggressive. I'm not happy. We haven't played well individually. We'll just tell Holgate not to get himself sent off. Please and thank you. And then we'll get back out there. We might look to go attacking at some point in this half if we need to. Given that Valencia's winning, there's not too much difference, I'd never think, between winning your group in Europa League or coming second. Unless the header just over the bar again. We might look to hit early crosses perhaps here. Because you could get stuck with a Champions League team either way, couldn't you? So, as I said, I don't tend to think there's too much difference. It's just getting through the group, and then at some point you're going to have to play really good teams. I mean, we're a Premier League team. We should be able to beat anybody really on our day. So, look at this. How is it that we are not winning this game? All right, we haven't actually had many highlights from open play. Here's Abdulrahman. He didn't have the best game against Huddersfield, a few loose passes, but this is better. That's a good ball out from Obida. Ball in for Bryan, Carless! Oh, second of the season, second in Europe, and that is the lead for Villa. We'll just back it off a little bit now, go back to positive. We don't need to attack them too much, but that was a really, really good ball out. Was it Doyle Hayes, wasn't it, with the ball? The deep line playmaker, that is what we want him to do. And this cross and the run and the finish from Bryan, that's a cracking header at the near post, Bryan. That's insane. There we go. So that's 1-0. That's us back on a little bit of form. We'll give them some praise now. And look at this. We're dominating this game. Can we go and get a second and just sort of put it all to bed? Any changes we want to make here? I do have Almeida on the bench. We might take off Abdulrahman. He hasn't had a bad game, but hasn't really done too much either. We'll make that change there. Hepburn Murphy's on the bench as well, but I'm wondering if we should send him out on loan again because we're not really using him that much. So I'm wondering, if keep him playing. All right, let's. Oh, Gubney's injured. Oh, we're really struggling for right backs. Bree needs a break. We've got in stoppage time. All right, Holgate can play there, so we're going to do this. And if we just drop him back in, he'll be a little bit more comfortable, I think. Yeah, okay, so that's fine. And while we're here, we'll just start to shut it down a little bit. Defensive, play for set pieces, lower our tempo, waste time. Slow down the pace, and I don't think there's anything here we need to do. Not particularly. You might just make it a little bit more difficult for them. There we go. Apparently my laptop is having a moment here. What's going on? Okay. We'll say we have faith in old Ben Godfrey to do a job for us. Alright, there we go. Apparently I clicked on an in-game advertisement, which is why it was sort of having a moment slowing down there. So sorry about that, but we're back on form now, and this should be it. This should be it. Doyle Hayes has cut that out nicely, and there we go. Well, it's 3 points. We sort of march on in Europe. We should have won by more, to be honest, in that one, but 3 points is 3 points, and that sets up the games against Valencia quite nicely now, doesn't it? I'm assuming they would have gone on and won. We'll say we've done well. A clean sheet, which is nice too. So there we go. Valencia did indeed actually win. So that's going to set up that tie for us nicely. Let's have a quick look at the table, and yeah, they have us by 1 on goal difference. What do we got here? Gumney was out 3 to 4 weeks. That's an issue because Bree is looking tired. We have to, maybe we can play Holgate there. Anyway, I'll figure that out in between episodes here. So that's it for today. Just goals of the month to come. We will be back. What day is it today? So we'll be back on Saturday for... Actually, we'll be back tomorrow for the Manchester City game. So look forward to that. But we will be back for the episode proper. What we'll do is we'll come back for Chelsea in the league and Valencia, the home leg, or sort of play the one in between here. Hopefully we'll get a result in that one. So that'll be all for Saturday, guys. So join me tomorrow for the kids in Manchester City. Yeah, that could be a could be a problem, but we'll see how we go. If you have enjoyed that, guys, please do hit thumbs up. We got 3 points in Europe. That's got to be worth something. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Please do subscribe and ring the bell so you see when I upload new episodes. But until tomorrow, when we come back for the kids, I've been Aussie. Thank you so much for watching, and here are some of our best goals from September. Take care.